Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. So, Jaime Munguia defeats Tureano Johnson by a sixth round stoppage. While this fight lasted, it was very fun, I have to say. Both guys were coming forwards, throwing combinations, being aggressive. Very little in regards to defense from both fighters, but it certainly made for a great fight. And the stoppage in this fight wasn't like a knockout per se, it was due to a brutal lip cut sustained by Tureano Johnson, and from what I see it was definitely caused by a punch. Really, really bad cut on Tureano Johnson's lip. It looked like he got slashed with a knife, to be honest with you, and yeah, definitely the right decision to call this fight off, because that cut was horrendous. But yeah, man, a really, really fun fight. Tureano Johnson came out really strong in round one, forcing the pace, getting on Munguia's chest and really smothering him, and in the process, he was landing like this overhand right, which was continuously tagging Jaime Munguia. Round one was a really good round for Tureano Johnson. I think he won round one. Munguia still had success. He was landing some hard punches, hard body shots, hard hooks to the head, a couple of uppercuts as well. But round one for me went to Tureano Johnson based on the superior work rate. Rounds 2 and 3, I felt Munguia sort of came back into it and started to take control. Munguia found a home for his right uppercut, and that shot was landing basically every time he threw it, especially when Tureano Johnson was in the southpaw stance. Johnson in this fight was kind of switching stances throughout, but when he was in the southpaw stance, he would get caught by the right uppercut of Jaime Munguia, and that shot was landing regularly in rounds 2 and rounds 3. And again, obviously, Munguia working the body and landing some really hard shots. Tureano Johnson in rounds 2 and 3, he was certainly having his moments, but I felt those rounds went to Jaime Munguia. Tureano Johnson then kind of came back into the fight, in my opinion. Rounds 4 and 5, they were close, but Tureano Johnson once again upped the work rate, started to go to the body a little bit more, used his left hook, and obviously that overhand right continuously landing on Jaime Munguia. And after like round 5, it looked like this fight was going to end up being a tough night for Jaime Munguia, but this fight turned on its head in round 6. Munguia landed one of those right uppercuts, and it caused a really, really bad cut to Tureano Johnson's lip. And yeah, man, it was brutal. The referee let Tureano Johnson continue through the round, but once he got back to his corner, they waved the fight off, and rightly so. And yeah, after he sustained that sort of cut, Munguia smelt blood towards the end of the round. He was landing several hard shots. And yeah, that cut just really put Tureano Johnson out of his game plan. I can only assume it must have been excruciating as well. So yeah, definitely the right call to stop this fight. But I have to say, it was certainly fun while it lasted. Really enjoyed the fight. And yeah, going forwards in regards to Jaime Munguia, I mean, the guy's got a lot to learn. Defensively, he is horrendously open for a whole variety of shots. Uppercuts through the middle, a right hand over the top, a jab. Basically, any punch that you throw, you're going to land on Jaime Munguia because his defense right now really is lacking. There's no head movement. His guard really isn't anything special at all. Carries his left hand too low, and he just gets tagged up. It's all well and good against this level of opposition, like sort of fringe contenders or gatekeepers. You can get away with that. But once Munguia steps up to top 10 level, as it is right now, he's going to get pieced up. He needs to improve on a lot of things. And yeah, I wouldn't put Munguia in with anybody in the top 10 anytime soon, to be honest. Just how I feel about it. Munguia is definitely a fun fighter, and I enjoy watching him fight. But I really can't see him winning a title at middleweight anytime soon. He got by at 154 purely on his size, power and strength. At middleweight, those same advantages aren't as apparent, and as a result, a lot of the flaws in Munguia's game really are being exposed, in my opinion. So, for me, Munguia needs to go back to the drawing board, really needs to work on his defense, work on the jab as well, because his jab in this fight, for the most part, was non-existent, didn't really keep the distance well at all. And yeah, he needs to make a lot of improvements, Munguia. He really does. Again, he's a fun fighter, so I'll always watch him, but at world level, I do think he's going to struggle, I have to say. And as for Tureano Johnson, listen, Tureano Johnson, he is what he is. He's a tough gatekeeper, and he's a good test for upcoming prospects. And yeah, he can certainly get some more work in the future. But yeah, good fight, I enjoyed it. Share your thoughts below. Peace.